Pull-offs then. Pull-offs are the third one. So if a hammer-on hammers on, a pull-off is going to just do the opposite and it's going to pull away. So you're going to fret something and then pull away from it to be able to ring out that next note that's underneath. And the way that's going to be shown on tab is going to be again with this arch to show you the origin note and where it's going to pull off to, and it sometimes has a PO above it. The idea of this, right, is that you'll see your first note and then the note, like say, is going to pull off to. You don't pick that second note. Now, if you're pulling away, you can only make a note go lower. So hammer-on can only make a note go higher, right, because we're hammering on. A pull-off can only make it go lower because we're pulling away to a lower note. So 2 to 0 pull-off on the third string would sound like this. You see, it's a higher to lower. If we were to do 2 fretted notes, same again, because we're pulling off, we have to pull off to a note lower down. So let's do 3-2. You hear how the tone goes down. That's how they work. And then, I guess, making sure we get them structurally sound, let's look at our origin, journey, destination. So if it looks like it's a 3-2 pull-off on the third string, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fret both notes I'm going to need, if you see here. So I've got my ring finger on string 3 of the third, and then I'm also going to fret where it's going to pull off to, and that's going to be that second. Right, that second fret with my index. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the first one, make sure it's held down, and then pull away so that I can then voice the next note that's underneath it, which is that second. So the important bit here is playing it, pulling it away with enough sort of, enough ferocity that it's going to voice the note beneath it. And you'll hear this. And that's a really neutral way of doing one that involves 2 frets. You may also hear push off and pull off slightly differently. And sometimes people refer to these this way, and what they're going to do is they're going to bend the note very, very slightly to give them some body for when they pull it away from the string. So if it's that 3-2, they might pull off by pulling down a bit, that bends the pitch. So a neutral one is just pulls away. A pulled one pulls it down slightly, let go, and it gives it a bit more body, so people do that. I'd say with these seasoned to taste. So the push-off version is just the opposite. I'm going to push up before I pull away, and that becomes a push-off. Now, let's apply those 2 open strings. So that was 3-2 pull off. Now let's apply it as a 2-0 pull off. Now I'm going to fret it, same string, string 3, second fret, and I'm just going to pull away neutrally. Now let's flavour it as the push or pull off, and you're going to hear it as, gives it a little bit more body, right? So I guess the next question is, can we do a pull off over more than just 1 fret, so 2 frets or more? Yes, we absolutely can. Again, it's the sort of thing you don't see quite as much. You're more likely to see a 2-3 pull off or a 2-0, right? But you're less likely to see it over a greater amount of space, a greater amount of frets. But if you do, again, it could be a 4-2 on string number 3. So again, I'm going to fret both now, right? So remember our origin, got to fret that, and I want the destination to be fretted behind it so that I can pull off to it. I've got to make sure I voice it when I pull off, but because there's a greater distance, it's trickier to do. So it is trickier to do. Sometimes you'll find it though on, let's say string 2 with a 3-1. As well, and they're doable, but they're just a little trickier and probably a lot less sort of frequently used.